Hey everybody, how are you? This is Enrique with First West Financial. So today we're going to do part two of our recorded series on how to do Facebook ads. Again, this is not a video that is going out to a multitude of people. This is just for the people that attended my class. And it's almost a step-by-step. In the first video that I have available, I'm going to teach you how to do Facebook advertising using Messenger as a way to communicate with people. Today, we're actually going to do Facebook advertising with lead generation with a process called lead forms. Lead forms. So that's what we're going to learn today. So here we go. Let me go ahead and get the share screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. Okay, so let's see. And we're going to share screen. Okay, here we go. So what we have here, let me go ahead and minimize this part. We are going to start here on Facebook, of course, as we always do. And this is, of course, my the page that I use to do all my advertising. It's not my main page. It's actually a page that I call Enrique Braunschweiger, but it's sort of like a copy page. And I use it only for advertising. So I only have a few friends here. But I actually have a page where I actually put the advertising. It's called First West Desert Homes RE. So why is it called that? Doesn't matter. It's just, this is what I use for advertising and exclusively for advertising. I do not sell or list real estate, even though I am a real estate broker and a mortgage broker. I only use this to generate leads that I give to my agents, the agents that I do business with. So I'm constantly rotating leads to my agents. Anyway, so once we are on the page, the first thing we're going to do to create the ad is we're going to go here to the section where it says create ads. And what that's going to do is it's going to load up this page. It takes a couple of seconds. And it's called the Ads Manager. There's a few things that we're going to need in order to get this done. And one of them is going to be, of course, the privacy policy. I'm going to tell you about it in a minute. We're going to need also a copy of the ad and pictures that you're going to put on the ad. So when you get here, what you realize is that there are different kinds of advertising campaigns that you can do. You can do brand awareness, traffic engagement. We already did the one that's messages. We've done the one also for lead gen, which is what we're going to be doing today. And here we go. So lead generation, we're going to call the campaign, and we're going to call it Class 101 Test 2. So that way I know this is just a test and I don't go live on it. And I'm going to press continue. This is going to open a new window, and this is where we are going to create the ad from scratch. So we're going to start here on top by putting a name. It's called Class 101 S2. And then it's going to ask me, what page do I want to use? This is the page that I'm going to use. And of course, we're going to go back to this, to the audience. Now, we already have a saved audience here, but we're actually going to create one in case you've never seen how to create an audience. This is probably the most important part of the process. It does not matter what you're selling. If you're not hitting the right audience, it's going to be a problem. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a custom audience, and it goes like this. Everyone in this location. So we're going to put some zip codes. I'm going to start with zip codes that I'm familiar with here in my area. 92253 is La Quinta. 92203, which is Indio. And I'm going to go one more, 92211, which is Palm Desert. And I'm going to go, I guess that's it. So that's what I'm going to do. So on this thing here, what we're going to do is we are going to pick the ages. I don't like to go 18 because I'm wasting money advertising to 18-year-olds but not buying real estate. So I'm going to move my age to 24. You can do 23 or 21 if you want. We're not going to identify men or women because you are likely to get your ad canceled if you only advertise to men or women because of the equal housing issues that we have with Facebook. You obviously cannot redline or target to just a specific audience. Now, this is where we're going to actually start building our audience. Now, as you already know from being in the class, I like to target people who are already doing other searches online, other home search activities online. So I like to target people that are doing going to places like Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, buyers that are likely to move, that kind of thing. So I'm going to put a few names here. First, I'm going to put Zillow as one of my targets. I go here. And then there's another Zillow category. So I'm sorry, Julia. Right here. I'm going to go Redfin. And then I'm going to go Realtor. From here, I'm going to go to a home buyer. First home buyer direct. I'm going to go to house hunter. House hunters. I'm going to go to likely to move. I think they took this category out. Friends have recently moved. That's the one I like. These are people who recently moved that have friends that recently moved. So how does Facebook know that your friends recently moved? I don't even want to know. Let's not find out. So you're going to leave this exactly as it is, and then we're going to save the audience, and we're going to call it test 202, just so I don't forget what that is. So I'm going to test it, okay? Now, so what we did, just to recap, put the name on, and then I have a save audience. The save audience here tells me who I'm targeting, what zip codes, and all that. Now it tells me that based on this criteria, there are 36,000 people that fit the criteria on this zip codes. So that means that there's 36,000 people who have somehow surfed or looking at Zillow, Redfin, home buyers, direct. The more categories that you put on, the smaller this number is going to be, but also the more targeted the advertising is going to be. So for example, I'll give you an idea. I like to run Spartan races, right? And I've done a couple of those. So I get advertising for Spartan races because I'm always looking at things online that are related to Spartan. That's a very specific audience. So, Spartan race doesn't have to spend money trying to find customers. All they have to do is say to Facebook, say, hey, go find people who have done searches with the word Spartan in it, Spartan races. And that's why I get that targeted advertising. I'm a fan of Formula One, so I do a lot of Formula One race car search online. So I get hit with a ton of that stuff. Of course, I get a ton of real estate and loan related advertising because that's what I search all day long is real estate and loans. So the computer is basically looking at my habits and surfing and going and targeting these people is going to give you that edge. So anyway, we already talked about that. Now we're going to talk about the budget. I don't like to spend big budget per day. I'm never going to do $20, $30 per day. That's way too much money. What I like to do is I like to do small ads with a small buy-in, and I'm constantly running different types of ads to the exact same audience. So I, for example, would like to do maybe $5 a day, or let's do $8 a day. And then we're going to do it for 3 days. Okay, so today is the 15th. So it's 1, 2, 3. Let's run it all the way till Monday. So I'm sorry, it's in November. Let's run it till Saturday. So I'm going to spend $40, and I'm going to reach approximately 2,000 people. That's the number of people I'm going to reach, because I'm going to reach between 120 and 400 people per day times 5 days. Now, here's what happens. The more money you spend and the target the same audience, the more ads you put on, this number gets bigger and bigger and bigger, because Facebook starts realizing, okay, who are the people that are clicking on these ads? Who are the people that are actually going on these ads and clicking on them? And it says, okay, I'm identifying all these people, and now I'm going to go put this advertising in front of other people that look just like them, right? So going back to my analogy of the Spartan races, if I click on it and they identify me, oh, this guy's into Spartan races. Now what Facebook does is it goes and identifies, okay, what other people similar to him are out there, and then they'll put the same ads in front of them. It's called optimization. So that's the way that Facebook will refine the finding of those customers, okay? So it says that I have an error. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. So I know what happened is that I used a name that I already had on my audience. So I changed it, but this is a previous audience that I already had. It's exactly the same. InterestRealtor.com, truly a real estate investment, Zillow, first-time buyer, home buyer, etc. So here we go. So now we're going to move on. We know how much we're going to spend. Now we're going to put together the ad. We're going to keep moving this right along. I know you guys are probably bored, but anyway, click a single image. I never do multiple images. I always do one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload some images here. And I have a whole bunch of them here. Let's say we're going to use this advertising that we're going to do. It's going to be for first-time buyers. Now you're going to do houses. You can have a house advertising. I'm going to use this lovely family here. And it's uploading, and there it is. No, it's not it. I'm going to have to move this one out. And I'm going to use this one here. So there it is, the family, okay? So I'm going to crop it so it can, like, we can put mama on the picture here, confirm, and that's what the advertising is starting to take shape. So here you have the picture, okay? And now we're going to put the copy and the text over here. So I already have those already pre-done. So we're going to use this one. It says, attention, Coachella Valley first-time buyers. We have homes available you can purchase with as little as $1,500 out of pocket. To request a list of homes available, click below. So I'm going to copy it just like this. Copy. Paste. And there it is. There's the ad. Okay. Now, Facebook's always going to tell you this is too many words, but that's okay. We're going to leave it as it is. Okay. And then I'm not going to put a link here, and I'm going to put a headline here. And it's going to say, click here for more information. Okay. Now we're offering a list of homes. Or we can say, click here for your list of homes. There it is. So changes it. So it says right here, click here for your list of homes. There it is. Okay. See where it says sign up? We're going to change that. And we're going to get learn more. All right, now this is where it gets interesting, because what we're going to do is we're going to create a form. Now this is, I want you to pay close attention to this. Basically what's going to happen is people are going to read this and they're going to say, oh, $1,500 out of pocket to request a list of homes. I want a list of homes. I want to know about this. I want this list. So they're going to click here. And what's going to happen is by clicking here, a window is going to open and it's going to ask for some of their information. It's going to ask for their name, their email, and their phone number. But here's the best part. Because Facebook already has that information, they don't have to fill it out. It's pre-filled for them. So let's go create a form. So I already have a form here called first time buyer, okay? But I want to show you how to create one. So we're going to do this from scratch. So I'm going to go new form, and we're going to call this form test first time buyer, so I can delete it later. Okay, that's the name of the form. And I'm always going to use more volume, and I'm always going to put an intro. So watch how every time I type, it fills out the form here. And you can just follow along. You'll see there's certain things that you have to put in, certain things that you don't. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in headline to get your list of homes for first time buyers. See. Now, don't worry about the typo. Don't worry about, obviously, you're going to have to use some capital letters, but that's just basically how it is. We're going to use the same image from the ad, or we can actually put a second different image here. You can do that. So we're going to upload a new image. That way there's some variety here, and it's going to be another family here, lovely family. And of course, it's not cropped correctly, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to leave it as it is. And then here we're going to put a little more text. To get your list of homes for first-time buyers, see below. We will email you a list ASAP. Please click the information below. So there you have it. And then we're going to go to the information below. So what is that information? We're going to ask some questions. Okay? So here's the questions. The first questions, let me go back. So we were here, we already filled out the form type, the intro, we already did that, and now we're going to click questions. The questions is the headline. And we're going to put, please send me a list of homes. And then the information is email, full name, but I also want their phone number. And I'm going to click here, phone number. And why not put the city on? So what's going to happen is, you see how this is blank? That's fine. But when it's an actual person that's filling out the form, this information is pre-filled for them because Facebook already knows who these people are. How crazy is that? Okay, so you can ask for other things, but who cares about a date of birth or the marital status or the gender of the relationship? What we want is we want their name, where they want to buy a house, and the email and the full name, okay? And I don't have any additional questions. Now, here's where it gets really tricky. We have to have a privacy policy. This is a requirement from Facebook. Most of the ads that get disapproved or shut down are because they have the wrong privacy policy. How does this work? Well, let's say that you work for Keller Williams. So I'm going to go to Keller Williams here. If you are an employee of Keller Williams, you go to the Keller Williams page where you work, which is La Quinta. That's where all of some of these lovely agents work. And you go to the very bottom of it, and right down here, you're going to see the privacy policy is at the very bottom. So I'm going to click on it. There's the privacy policy. So that's what you're going to put a link to there, okay? Now, in this particular case, I'm going to go to my privacy policy page for this company, and it's right here. And there it is, the privacy policy. Now, I don't want to bore you with details, but the privacy policy cannot say anywhere here that you're going to share this information with someone else. If you're harvesting leads, you use them for your own mortgage business or your own real estate business or your own pancake business or whatever you sell. If anywhere here says that you share the information with other outfits, your ad will get shut down. And they read this word by word, okay? So I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to go back to my ad. And right here where it says privacy policy, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to put privacy policy. And then I'm going to put the URL here. And that's it. Now, I like to put a custom disclaimer. And I like to put equal housing lender. You don't have to do that, but I'm going to put that in. Okay? So, equal housing lender. There's any other text. Add a new consent. You don't have to do that. Thank you screen. That's where I put my website. Okay? So your info has been sent to First West, blah, blah, blah. Here's the website. I'm going to put the copy of the website right there. And actually goes here. There you go. So now people are able to click here, go to the website. So if you have a specific website, you got to put it in there. Okay? Now, that's done. This is it. We're done. So to recap, in this section here, we created a form type, the intro. So now that this is done, I'm going to go ahead and click save and finish. There's a mistake. Privacy policy is wrong. Oh. This is where this goes. But again, you don't have to put anything here. And then we're going to go ahead and click save and finish. So Facebook basically tells you if you made a mistake. Okay. So now what do we have here? We have, again, the name of it, the ad, the image, the writing, and then the form, and we're not going to put this on Instagram. So I have to go back and fix this. How do I do that? I haven't had any issues with Instagram, so I'm going to see if I can get this fixed here. Oh, I see what happens is that Instagram uses a different size format, and I may not have it correctly. So anyway, may not work, but we'll see. Yeah, it's not going to like it because it's too big. So what this is going to do is I have to crop it. There you go. So now it's going to look like Instagram because they use that square thing, right? So I just cropped it, and then I'm going to go ahead and go back here and at the bottom and confirm. So now what it's doing is it's checking my ad. Okay. Now, this doesn't mean that we're done. What happens now is Facebook has to review this ad. Now, this type of ad that has a lead form is going to have a few hours of review. So today, I'm recording this at 7:20 p.m. This ad is actually going to get posted sometime in the morning. Maybe in the middle of the night, they'll approve it. Okay, so take that into account when you count the number of days you're going to use for your advertising. So if you want to advertise for 3 days and you're doing this at 8 o'clock at night, remember, it's not going to start really till the next day. So right now, the ad is in review. And of course, you can go back here and edit it. And it's going to basically tell you the same thing that we did. We can go back and edit all of the different sections that we've done, how much to spend. All of this can be edited. You want to go back and fix the people. And it's right here. But it's basically what the ad's going to look like. It's a pretty good looking ad. Just to give an idea, I ran this ad all of April, May, and June, July. I spent about $400 on it. And I had 147 leads with names, phone numbers, and emails. I sold 5 loans out of this ad that I spent under $1,000. So my return on investment was phenomenal here. You know, selling 5 loans in 4 months out of $500, $600, $700. It's phenomenal. So that's the beauty of this, because I'm targeting the right people. See, put it in the right cities. I don't have to put it everywhere in the desert. I'm not interested in going to Palm Springs or Rancho Mirage or Indian Wells with this type of advertising. This is $1,500 out of pocket. People in Rancho Mirage are not looking for that. Indian Wells, they're not looking for that. But if I look in Coachella in India, this is where my market is. And one after the next, those leads are going to come in. Anyway, what's going to happen now, and I'll leave you with this, is that once you finish this and you are going to start getting leads, okay, you're going to manage them here, and it's going to tell you how many leads you have, okay? So that's basically how that works. So I have a very similar advertising running. I just started running it yesterday, and it's actually this one here, and I'm going to show you what I've done. I actually only gotten 1 lead because it's learning. This ad is brand new. So here it is. I'm running this ad. It's very similar to what I just showed you. So as you can see, I practice what I preach. This is what I run. And I'm going to show you, I'm spending $5 a day. I've spent $11 and I've gotten 1 lead. But out of this 1 lead, it's costing me about $11. Well, I can promise you that in the next 2 to 3 days, I'm going to get 3 to 4 or 5 leads here. And this cost is going to start dropping drastically. Okay. It's going to get down to probably, $3, $4 a lead, which is really what I'm looking for. Okay. So I just wanted to show you this. What happens to the leads is they actually go to my CRM. That's a different class altogether. I'm actually going to do this one-on-one. Once you are ready to put ads on, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that with your CRM. So you never have to even pick up the phone to call these people. The CRM actually calls them for you, emails them, and will text them for you. And all you have to do is just harvest those sales. But anyway, that's how that works. And I will be talking to you soon. If you need to get a hold of me anytime, 760-488-6482. And that's basically it. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.